Let's set the heat for opening round. Having a look at the champion of the Lexus Pipe Pro, B.Mamiya. Unbelievable performance from him.
Probably going to have later on, as we see up and right in Edgard.
E.Groggia into it, backside, traveling behind the curtain. That one will just run away from him a touch.
Maybe confidence because the level is there. It's just maybe finding a rhythm and getting used to these conditions.
Here goes Cole up on a smaller wave with a wall in front with some speed. He's having a look at going on the attack. Didn't quite find the section he was looking for there.
I'm actually excited to watch Cole, mostly in this heat right now, to adapt to the situation because obviously the last 2 days the waves have been firing and I was surfing a lot with him. He's going to show it to us this morning.
He'll look to go again here. C.Houshmand, who basically won the warm-ups out here with an unbelievable tube. Gets a quick crack there, just connecting with some energy. It's just a short one-turn wave. But significantly different in terms of conditions, what we've had the last couple in terms of just a little bit of loss in the height of the swell, but still the shape really good. Again, the maneuvers, as you mentioned, that's what he wants to do. So something unique in terms of maybe just leveling that playing field a touch for our surfers from deep. Here goes C.Houshmand. What's he got here? He's got a section in multiple bottom turn wiggles for him, and that one never really lined up for him. It just ran away and got tight and closed out. Here goes Mamiya, backside, trying to put it inside the tube. He'll get cover, he'll get tunneled, he'll travel, and he'll come out. Nicely done. Down onto a small inside section, but lengthy, prolonged time behind the curtain there for B.Mamiya, champion. Got that momentum early on, and maybe hasn't really carried it through, looking to do that first heat of the morning here.
I mean, what a special way to start the event off, right? Like, that's a beautiful way from him. Very clean face, as you can see it right there. Starts to get hollow, and he eyes it down the section in front. Almost felt like I thought he was not slowing himself down enough, but hey, just don't talk about it. He's probably the best tube rider in the world right now, and he just identified the section right in front of that. As you see, he slows down himself, but not so much, but that's because he saw that section right in front, and he starts to pump down the line, goes through that deeply, completely disappears, comes out clean, and that's the special way.
Priorities with the rookie E.Groggia. He's been unbelievable on the Challenger Series in this part of the world in Portugal, now on the Championship Tour with a big crack. Gave it loads, I think identifying it would be a one-turn section. Got the release of the tail, but in terms of where the judging is and the scoring, turns like that, I mean, it's going to help him, but not exactly the wave he's after.
And as you see, he almost didn't catch that wave, and he was battling for probably about 5 feet before that. And just loses a little bit of energy, comes in too much and gets very stretched out on the bank, but beautiful turn, nice bottom turn. He pushes that back foot, gets a good release. Probably the best turn we've seen it so far in this heat, but I don't think, I mean, you never know how it's going to turn out the heat, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
And as we mentioned in Dawn Patrol, former semi-finalist last year, it'll be his first entry to CT for Crosby. Meanwhile, Mamiya on the forehand, carving an error, just losing the fins and going down.
Yeah, that was interesting. It's not the typical situation where you're going to see someone lose the fin.
In terms of two surfers making it through, we've already got a 7 locked in. Get something mid-range and see where you go. Live action. C.Houshmand, here he is, bangs off the top. Just sinks that board, bogs the rail. And we are seeing surfers right now
take off on a clean face wave, and then they hit the whitewash. You're going to see Barron up and riding.
Mamiya again here, driving, being patient, adjust the feet, and then cleans things up with a wrap high in the pocket. He'll tag it again, and that was exactly what he was trying to do really on that last wave. Get a backup score on, and just checking the fins, but nice flow here from Barron.
Yeah, beautiful flow, but as I mentioned, as you see it, it looks like he takes off on a very clean wave, but all of a sudden, just as soon as the wave slows itself down, already has some texture to it, so that doesn't help the surfers to engage the rail. It makes it a little bit more tricky, a little bit more noisy, and that is, and looks like Edgy was up and riding during the break. Nice cover up there. Gets deep in that second session, hits that, but gets unglued. And here, that deep bar left, stretching down the line. Nice first. Good timing from him on the second one. Went for that bottom turn and just a little bit too lateral. Getting stuck, unfortunate for him, because that was looking good. Gets the nose a little bit there. The wave is a bit wobbly. A lot of whitewash on the face, but managed to work it out something decent. I think Hasn't caught that many waves for a place like here, but the waves he put himself in, they had quality. Clean walls, and looks like edgy up and riding.
E.Groggia cracks one, backhand, first turn, and again pushing and drifting, and unable to get that done. And he'll just continue. It'll be a quick paddle out for him. He's still got plenty of time. No need to panic at the moment, but he'll be already feeling a little bit up against it in terms of the way he's connected with waves this morning.
Yeah, that wave kind of running a little bit away for him, like angling.
Really good, thanks, mate. Live action. E.Groggia getting involved. Nice right hand, a good crack as well. Really nice as he pushes hard. Still up against it here, Jesse.
Yeah, he was looking for that barrel in the beginning right there, but kind of got pushed a little bit too much to the bottom of the round. The first turn was great. Second one, like you mentioned, overcooking a little bit too much. And here's Skull a little bit, because there has been very good waves, and that wave tends to hold a little bit longer and give you more opportunity.
Barron giving one a belt out the back as it was running away. I think he identified, basically going to close out.
0.31, and C.Houshmand up and riding.
Here goes Cole on a left, opens up, and he's got so much power, doesn't need to do a lot with the body in order to crack it hard, and a combo for him which will just feel a little nicer to get those connections as well. But nice energy to this, plenty of speed as well.
Yeah, beautiful second turn right here for him to finish. Applying a little bit more pressure, getting that release. As you see, a nice bottom turn to set up that down the line snap. Gets frothy here, but he manages to get up and clean. Nothing crazy, but just smart surfing for him. Most likely will better the score, not by much though.
Heat leader B.Mamiya again in action. Nice drift on the backhand as he releases those fins, and again, just probing, nice and vert. Won't get the finishing turn. And you can see on the low tide, that last section really just kind of gargling, going dry. The wave gets small real quick and just kind of disappears.
Much opportunity for him. He could have went a little bit bigger, but look at the difference of intensity on the turns. Look how much more dynamic, getting that fin disengaged. Probably like 1/4 of the board was outside of the water, so that just shows how critical he was. Overcooking a little bit.
And he's been active out here when he needs to be. Meanwhile, an important wave for E.Groggia. Again, going for that similar turn. And once again, Jesse going incomplete. Pretty unique, the venues we've been over at Pipeline, then in Abu Dhabi, right here in Portugal. These are his kind of conditions, and he will need to try and shine. Here's C.Houshmand, not getting crazy deep, but there's a bit of grunt from him as he'll open up on a smaller wave, and he's looking for a section on the inside. There's not loads for a finish here. Most of his work is done out the back. We'll just tag this to clean.
Got stuck on that last wave. Just very smart surfing here for C.Houshmand. This is a massive turn, a lot of water display. And then the wave gets a little smaller and trickier, but he knows he just needs to better at 3.77 and just milking it all the way through to try and better his situation. Smart surfing for him and smart competing. On rhythm throughout the heat, so for us, it just gives a lot of waves to watch. And second turn right there, kind of lost the rhythm, and then as you see it, he went to that third bottom turn.
Bit of a situation the final few minutes. Meanwhile, trying to get Shub. Here goes Edgard getting covered. He's traveling, and he will get clipped by that lip. That wave got pretty tight and small. It's always going to be tough. We get the last score to come in for C.Houshmand, but all sorts going on out in the lineup at the moment. Here's E.Groggia getting some cover, and that wave just not cooperating for him at all, and it's almost summed up his heat. Really, he's just looked a little bit out of touch with conditions.
Priority went on this first wave, was nice and clean, but just a small and very quick barrel with the closeout, and then on the wave behind you, as we speak, Barron up and riding.
B.Mamiya with a pump, it's clean, and he emerges. He'll adjust the feet here, and he'll jam one off the lip as well. And again, really, just to sort of sum up the way the energy's gone and the heat for him, he's been in the right place. He's found waves that have stayed open. He's looked comfortable and controlled. He's shown us very good surfing to the tune of a 7-point ride. And he is in fine fettle here this morning. This will feel good.
Another beautiful barrel, and just the difference of rhythm on the screen right there. About 20 seconds after, he was on a beautiful wave. C.Houshmand doing some damage right there. Look, did you see the difference of surfing on that last wave, how he was more freed up? Like, you can see that he's more sure-footed, know exactly what he's doing, redirecting that board a bit more and pushing harder. So just sometimes it's just very hard to do it. Look how much more freedom he has on that wave. See that body extension right there on that second turn. Even that head right there, he whipped it around and finished it off with just a little turn, but beautiful surfing for him to finish it off, and that's going to build his confidence into the next round. As you're going to see it right here, look how much he's going to redirect that board, and once again, and that might be the worst wave, one of the worst waves he got on the heat, but he just had the freedom of free surfing, and that's what Barron had.
But what about this guy, Mamiya, who dropped a 7.5 for that right-hander at the end, so bookending his heat with amazing scores. 14.5 are great returns for the conditions on offer.